today is a very special video. I'm gonna be showcasing my room tour of 2025. If you guys happen to be new around here, my room tours are something special. I highly encourage you guys to watch the previous episodes. I want to start things off with my bed setup. I got a new mattress. This one here is the Nola Evolution. I also upgraded the size, going from a full mattress to a queen. And the best I could say is this mattress was a day-night difference. I had my previous mattress for like 12 years. It was long overdue to upgrade. And since I'm going with a larger mattress, I had to go on Amazon and search up a brand new bed frame. It has shelves so I could store like my speakers, my PlayStation Portal. I also have other souvenirs and decorations such as these shot glasses from all the places that I visited. And on top of the bed frame, I have my waterless oil diffuser alongside a oil reef, a snake plant, and some nice little decoration just to keep the room nice and soothing. And then on the wall area, I have my Nanoleaf elements, and I wanted to continue that theme with the wall art here. So it's just a tree with golden leaves, and pair that up with yellow or gold silk sheets. I also picked it up in black and green. I gotta say, once you go with silk sheets, it's hard to go back to regular sheets. And pair that up with the new mattress, sleeping at night for me is an absolute dream. Also have some lights on the artwork just to illuminate the artwork in general. On the nightstand itself, I still have my Alex drawers, and on top of that, I have my Amazon Echo Show. I love the Amazon Echo for reordering products, checking the weather too sometimes. I have my money tree on my nightstand just for good luck. And I gotta say, having plants in a room is a must-have. It's gonna help you breathe, help you concentrate. I think it's just good luck. When the plant grows, you growing also as a person too as well. Now behind me, I have some more artwork. I see myself probably changing this too, maybe periodically, because I get tired of artwork very quickly, and I have a bunch of these artwork. And also too, I want to give a shout out to the Sheet Chroma. Keeping it going, I have my vinyl collection here. Any vinyl that I pick up, it's a 10 out of 10. There's no skips on that album, and the album cover actually looks pretty appealing. But it could be all genres. As you can see, I have Lana Del Rey there, Born to Die. I have Kendrick Lamar, GNX, Travis Scott, Astroworld, and then of course I have Hurry Up Tomorrow. The Weeknd dropped a banger album this year. There's a secret Easter egg about these vinyls. If you hover your phone on them, it actually plays the song. So I put an NFC tag on the vinyl. It uses automation on your phone to be like, hey, when you detect this NFC, you play this album. And very special, I have a Simplypops neon sign. And then on top of the vinyl, I see myself probably taking this down at some point once I get more vinyls. I have the Grid Studio iPhone 4S disassembled with Steve Jobs' signature on there and my signature on there. That's why it is hard for me to take this down, but I love this. The iPhone 4S was my first ever iPhone. It's special. Fun fact, if you put all those parts back together, it's a functional iPhone. Now underneath everything, I have my special edition Twisted Metal refrigerator, and on top of that, I have the Nanoleaf pegboards. This is really supposed to be for the desk setup, but I actually got rid of my IKEA pegboard, and really the only thing I'm hanging up is just my keys and my unboxing knife. The second one, I'm just holding up my controllers, and in the middle, I have my AirPods Max. Yet again, if I put my headphones on and I hover over on an album or a vinyl, then it's gonna be able to play that music on my AirPods Max or whatever Bluetooth that's connected. And as you guys can see, this side alone is such a big upgrade. Now we get into the YouTube desk setup. First and foremost, the desk is exactly the same. I'm using an IKEA tabletop with a small Amazon desk on top of it. And then underneath that, I have a storage bin. This is where I put my turnable tables, mouse pads, or different backdrops for different backgrounds. This is the newer overhead mount, and this is a big difference compared to what I had before. This is going to allow me to have overhead shots for unboxing videos or product reviews, But then on top of that, next to it, I have an iPhone mount, so I can also do my TikToks. I can record both my camera and my phone at the same time. And also what I have clipped on is my iPad mount, so I use my iPad as a monitor for my camera, and I also use it to read scripts, take down notes for references. Now this big circle light that you guys see in there, that is the Amaran Verge Max. So this is one big light source that I use just to illuminate the desk, so it's no shadows. I still use the Amaran 300C. Now I use that lighting to light up some of my videos here, so that's gonna actually shine the light to me, so I'm getting the best lighting while utilizing space. Coolest thing about having the same brand for your lights, you have one app to control all the lights in. And then on the other side, I just have an extra camera here. So for instance, I can have an alternate angle between the overhead and a face cam. So if I'm reviewing AirPods Max, I could put them on, and I can have my phone just showcasing the pairing process, and I have like an alternate angle. Like I keep on saying, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so you guys can see all this magic. But you guys are technically seeing the magic now. Now behind that, I picked up this wall art from Amazon. It fits perfect, and it actually gives a nice backdrop to any product that I review. But underneath the desk, I'm also using the Amaran stick lights. What's the exact model on that? I forgot the name of that. Let me see, Amaran. So it's the Amaran PT2C LED light tube. So these little tube lights come in handy. They super bright, and you can customize them on the Amaran app. And usually I just use the magnetic mount to clip it on the legs of my desk. Without a doubt, this is my most proud desk setup for videos. It's all about working efficient and making things more easy. You guys seen my desk setup 101 times. Pretty much is exactly the same, but there are some improvements. I still have my Nanoleaf line light, so that's just the amazing lines that you guys see on the wall. And alongside with that, I have my matte black Nanoleaf panels here, and I have some black shelves. So this is where I hold up my camera lens. I have a broken Apple TV that just don't work, and I also have the CN Tower of Toronto, and I actually have another wall shelf here. This is where I'm going to put like my fake plants, and I have my infamous Apple mug that I got at Apple Park, and you can only get that Apple mug at Apple Park in San Jose. That was one heck of a journey. I also have this glass basketball that YouTube sent me. This looks so cool. I still have my YouTube silver play button. If you guys watching this video all the way through so far, I appreciate it with a thumbs up, and why not subscribe to the channel with notifications on. It helped me out tremendously. And of course, go along with the theme, I have a wall art here, and underneath that I have these 3D wall panels. This is just gonna turn those boring walls into something that's more punchy, something that's gonna pop out. I'm still using the autonomous L-shaped smart desk, and I forgot to mention, this doesn't even need no intro. I'm using the Herman Miller Embody gaming chair. Now I want to talk about my gaming PC, and shout out to Lenovo for sending this out. In terms of the specs, this has the Intel Ultra 9 24 core, has a 5080 in there, 64 gigabytes of RAM, 2 terabyte of SSD. But coming from a custom built PC, this is a worthy upgrade. It's so much more quiet, it's powerful, and it runs all my games at pretty much max settings. In terms of my monitor, I'm using the LG OLED Ultra Gear ultra wide. This can go up to 240 hertz, so games look buttery smooth. Now underneath the monitor, conveniently placed, I have the OXS Thunder Pro soundbar. Now this soundbar is an absolute beast. Not only have RGB all around, especially even on the dialer, you have so much bass without actually having a subwoofer on there. And to add on to the greatness of this soundbar, right behind me you have a satellite neck speaker, so it's gonna be speakers on my chair. I can hear everything from behind me thanks to the speaker here, and I have the soundbar going at the same time, and it sounds like everything is all around. The mouse and keyboard are from SteelSeries. Gotta say, both of these products are amazing. I love the screen on the SteelSeries keyboard, how you can customize it, and the keyboard itself is just nice and clicky. The RGB is super bright, and even with the mouse itself, you have all these holes here, so it just gives you that maximum comfort. I also use the Shure SM7B microphone whenever I stream or if I'm doing a voiceover. I'm still using the two Apple Studio displays. It's color accurate. The sound quality is actually pretty good. It works well for Macs. And then next up, we have the desk shelf from GoldMade. As you guys can see, I'm just holding up my phone collection, ranging between OnePlus all the way up into the Galaxy Flip 7. I have my iPhone Air just showcasing standby mode, so I can constantly see the calendar, the clock, and I can control my music and everything like that. And of course, the Coupe de Gras, where all the magic is happening. I have my Mac Studio, M3 Ultra, by the way. Then I have my M4 iPad, so I was editing some photos on Lightroom with Apple Pencil Pro. I can also use this as an extendable display for my Mac, so if I need more screen real estate, I can use this as an additional monitor. Now on top of each monitor, I have a light bar. This illuminates the space. In terms of my peripherals on the Mac side, I'm using the Logitech MX Master 3. I'm using the MX Keys mechanical, and I'm using the Apple Magic trackpad. This is just for macOS gestures. And yet again, I have another IKEA Alex drawer here. This is just to hold up my oil diffuser Volcano. Been getting a lot of comments on this. It looked like it's hot, but it's actually just cool mist. This is just gonna help keep the room smelling fresh. I have the Nanoleaf Mini just to add a little immersion or ambiance, as you will. Now it is time to relax and talk about the entertainment side. I have a brand new TV this time around. This is the Sony Bravia 8 Mark II, and I gotta say, going from the A80L Sony to this, it's not really a huge leap, but I noticed the screen is a lot brighter, so getting a little closer to mini LED while keeping it OLED thanks to that QD OLED technology is definitely an improvement, but it's not a leap. It's still the same screen size, coming in at 65 inches. Behind it, I have the Govee AI sync box. So if you're playing games or you're watching movies, everything is gonna sync within whatever's going on the screen. If you're a gamer or you like watching movies, it just makes it so much better. And I'm using the Apple TV 4K. It is mounted behind the TV, so it's out the way. I have the PS5 Pro this time around. It's almost about to be 1 year since I had it. The PS5 Pro is the most powerful gaming console on the market right now. Any game that you throw at it is gonna pretty much handle it pretty smoothly. And to the left, I have the Nintendo Switch 2. Then lastly, I still have my Xbox Series X. The reason why I even keeping my Xbox these days is because, well, it's gonna make things look a little weird not having it there. So it's nice to have the big three on the shelf. Now the actual entertainment piece itself was custom built and created by me. I sketched this thing on my iPad and I just had somebody build it for me, and it came out absolutely amazing. Now this little flap here is where all the cable management is located. And speaking of cable management, I also have a raceway by the TV, so I don't have any wires dangling down or anything. Usually I'll paint it, but after a while the paint is going to start chipping off. I want to talk about the sound system. This one here is from Sony. This is the Theater Bar 9 with Dolby Atmos. And let me tell you, Dolby Atmos is one of the most underrated things. Once you experience Dolby Atmos for the first time, it's going to be hard to go back to just without it. And paired it up with those rear speakers, now you have yourself an immersive bubble now. It sounds incredible. And last but not least, the cherry on top has to be that subwoofer. I'm actually gonna have you guys hear it for yourself.
Well, maybe Command's got a plan. Coming down! Jesus!
fucking in. Bastard's basement.
Why? A few hours in the base would have been theirs anyway.
So guys, there you have it. That's my updated room tour. I hope you guys found this one enjoyable. If you did, I appreciate it with a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends. Make sure you guys subscribe with notifications on, and make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Simplypops. Until next time, have a simple day. Peace.